Israel's military has admitted for the first time that Al Jazeera journalist Shireen Abu Akleh was likely killed by Israeli gunfire. The Israel Defense Forces released a report on Monday concluding Abu Akleh's death was an accident. She was killed in May while she was covering an Israeli military operation in the West Bank. The IDF says there's a high possibility they are responsible. They don't, though, intend to pursue criminal charges against the soldier responsible. In a statement, the military said the soldiers did not know they were firing at the press and thought they were firing back at militants. Evidence, though, from a CNN investigation in May revealed there was no active combat or Palestinian militants near where Abu Akleh was standing. She was also wearing a vest identifying her as press, both on her front and on her back. Abu Akleh's family slamming the IDF report Monday, saying it, quote, tried to obscure the truth and avoid responsibility, and now they're calling for an independent U.S. investigation. Joining us now is Shireen Abu Akleh's niece, Lina Abu Akleh. Lina, thank you so much for being with us this morning, and I'm so sorry for what you and your family have gone through here. How are you and your family reacting to this news?
Thank you so much for having me. Our family, we were not expecting the Israeli government or army to hold themselves responsible. This is what we were expecting at the end, and it's been very difficult. It's been very upsetting and frustrating, and at the same time, the statement is just trying to obscure the truth and avoid responsibility. We know the truth. We know the facts, as you stated. Multiple investigative reports have concluded that Shireen was targeted and shot by the Israeli soldiers, and she was wearing a protective vest, and it clearly was marked with press from the front and the back, yet they were able to precisely aim in between the area of her helmet and her vest. So it's very frustrating that until this day there hasn't been any accountability from the U.S. If the U.S. truly believes in accountability, then there needs to be action, and this today more than ever, this is what we are calling for a U.S. independent investigation, because Israeli war criminals cannot be investigating their own crimes.
What would that look like to you when you're talking about an independent U.S. investigation?
Yeah, Shireen was a U.S. citizen. She deserves a U.S.-led investigation. It needs to be independent, transparent, and it needs to be conducted by the FBI, the same as it's done in other cases when a U.S. citizen is killed abroad. The U.S. funds the Israeli military annually with around $4 billion. It's not just us who are calling for this investigation, but also members of Congress, senators, representatives who are worried that our taxpayer money is going into the funding of killing a U.S. citizen. A U.S. investigation will hold the Israeli army accountable for the killing of my aunt. And this is what justice will look like for us, changing the entire system that continues to perpetuate this kind of violence.
Lina, I do want to ask you to react to something that was in this report. You said, in this report, Israel says there was no suspicion of a criminal offense that warrants the opening of an investigation. So they're finding that obviously this happened. The initial story was it might have been Palestinians or it was likely Palestinian fire. The story has migrated considerably. Now it's high possibility it's Israeli fire. Someone at the time, it seems, would have known that there was a possibility that it was Israeli fire. What do you make of how long it took Israel to come to this conclusion after coming to these other contrasting conclusions?
Well, from day one, the Israeli government, Israeli army, they changed their narrative over 7 times. And 4 months later, when everyone has been saying the same thing from day one, that Israeli soldiers have killed Shireen, they still are not holding themselves responsible. There's still no accountability. They still claim that it was probably an Israeli soldier, which in a way it's kind of adopting the same U.S. Statement that was released on 4th of July. Saying that it's probably Israeli soldiers. So in a way, they still continue to avoid responsibility and obscuring the truth, and them holding their soldiers accountable will lead into greater concerns for them, such as an ICC investigation, which is what we're calling for the ICC to also intervene and carry out an investigation. But of course, time and time again, we have seen how there's a track record of Israel escaping responsibility and accountability and continuing to enjoy that impunity. That's why we continue to call for an independent investigation.
Look, there's a chasm here between your view, obviously, and Israel's. Israel's denying that soldiers targeted her, targeted press, targeted civilians. Clearly, that is not something that you or your family believes. And so we'll continue to follow this story. Lina Abu Akleh, thank you for your time.